The only way you can really become an expert in almost any endeavor is to practice intensively in your imagination. That's what the professionals do. And a professional either does it right or he doesn't get paid. That's what the experts do, and that's how they got to be experts. So, practicing in your imagination is not some kind of hocus pocus. It is the proper and expected use of the soundest physiological and psychological principles. In golf, you couldn't possibly think of all the things you must do to make a perfect drive, stroke, or putt. While you are doing them any more than you could consciously direct each intricate movement out of your hand and fingers while playing the piano or typing a letter. You simply cannot think that rapidly with your conscious mind. So that job is delegated by nature to your subconscious mind, which operates at miraculous speed and with perfect accuracy. In fact, your subconscious mind directs almost everything you think, feel, or do, from operating your heartbeat to providing the goal seeking procedures by which you make a fortune if that's what you instruct it to do. Let's see how you practice in your imagination. That is by using your subconscious mind in sports. Take bowling. First, you must learn how to bowl with a perfect form as possible. You do this by taking lessons from an expert, a coach, by watching champions bowl, and by studying the many excellent self-instruction books written and illustrated by the best bowlers in the world. Then, having thoroughly learned exactly what to do, you practice. You practice in two ways. First, actually practice by really bowling, preferably under the watchful eyes of an expert instructor. Second, you practice each movement in your imagination over and over again, having first learned to do it perfectly. It's absolutely essential that you know how to do it perfectly before you practice in your imagination, because that's exactly how you will do it in future. How do you practice in your imagination? First, you relax in an easy chair in a quiet room away from all distractions. You don't have to do, but it's best. Then you mentally take each perfect movement at a time and consciously visualize your performing that movement to perfection over and over again. Actually, you are impressing mental pictures of your executing the movement perfectly into your subconscious mind. It is vital that you know that your subconscious mind cannot understand instructions from your conscious mind except in the form of mental pictures. If your subconscious is shown the word lift, it will receive only the individual letters LIFT, which will mean nothing to it except how to spell the word. But if your conscious mind frequently impresses into your subconscious mind the mental picture of your imparting a lift to your bowling ball by squeezing your fingers at the instant of release, your subconscious mind will make that lift a part of your actual bowling delivery, and you will get many more consecutive strikes because the extra spin imparted to your ball. It is a proven psychological principle that whatever mental pictures you impress into your subconscious mind, those exact mental pictures will be materialized into reality. So, be sure your mental pictures are perfect. That is the advantage of practicing in your imagination. You can practice perfection, but when you actually practice by physically performing all the intricate actions, you cannot concentrate on each rapid individual movement to perfection, and so you actually are practicing how to do it wrong instead of right. Practice does not make perfect, as the old saying used to tell us. Only practice of perfection makes perfect. And until you become a real expert, you can only practice perfection in your imagination. Physical repetition of an action does not necessarily improve it. Certainly, it does not assure perfection. You may only be teaching yourself how to do it wrong. Remember the story about the new employee at the sawmill. The foreman had just instructed him in the use of a large, powerful electric saw. As the foreman turned away, he heard the new employee call, "Ouch! Ouch!" When the foreman rushed back to see what had happened, the new employee explained, "All I did was just put my hand over here. Well, I will be damned. There goes another one." Mere physical repetition does not assure perfection or even improvement. You must first learn the proper form. The perfection in your imagination by consciously impressing into your subconscious mind mental pictures of your performing each action perfectly. Only then you are ready to physically practice and get the physical feel of what you have mentally practiced. That's how the pros do it. That's how the experts do it. In every sport and in fact in all situations which require practice to develop proficiency, such as public speaking, selling, meeting people, and just about every situation you can imagine. One of the most distinguished, poised, and charming women of our time says that she never enters a room full of people without first stopping to practice in her imagination how she will greet each person with friendly confidence, poise, and charm. If practicing in imagination is the proven way to perfection, why don't you do it? You too.